Hi everybody, Alistair Davies here. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Welcome if you're a first-time viewer. Today's video is all about casting. So just to be clear, I'll stand this way. Casting is this, it's the right arm kind of extending early before contact. So I want to talk to you today about why that happens and how it might well be compensating to make you hit the ball better. So we have to sometimes fix two things to get that back in order. And also I'm going to talk to you about a simple practice swing drill you can do to improve your casting, as well as talking about the cause which will help fix your casting as well. Keep watching to find out how. So firstly, we've already talked about this being the casting action. So the things you will see as a golfer if you cast is very high elevated ball flights. You'll see some ground end ball. You'll see that kind of weaker shot generally because you're adding a lot of loft to the club. So you're not going to hit those penetrating shots as we kind of already discussed. So it's ball turf, contact, power and penetration. Now, the casting sometimes will happen as a counteraction for how you move. So for example, if I moved way ahead of the golf ball, you might learn to cast to even out your low point. Because if I actually maintain my radius of my swing on the way down, if you call that, or my lag, and I came way ahead of the golf ball, I'm going to swing very steeply down and kind of bury that ball into the ground. And it's going to make that really, really hard with the driver to make that work. With an iron, you can hit these kind of big, huge, deep divots, and the flight is going to be kind of funky, quite low and spinning generally. So sometimes it'll happen for a reason like that, the movement pattern you have. Sometimes it'll happen because of pure acceleration sequence. Okay, so when I swing down, my upper body is meant to accelerate second. So the lower half will accelerate first. This will accelerate second, then my arms in my hands. Now what happens is as these segments decelerate, the acceleration passes to the next segment. So if I decelerate my body too quickly, then my arms are going to accelerate too early. And generally speaking, that's going to be a right-handed dominant feel. And I'm going to cast that club and get that low point behind the ball. So we need to make sure we're turning and accelerating for longer. Now, the best players might need to feel that decelerating action to get the acceleration to the hands in the right time. There's only a few players I've probably ever seen that need to work on decelerating in my 20 years of coaching. Most players will be more kind of back foot guys, under rotated through the ball, and the decelerating really too early. So you guys can really feel, okay, I'm going to really accelerate for as long as I possibly can. So feeling we have that rotational commitment to the finish is key to help reduce the amount of casting. So I also want to share with you a little practice swing drill you can do using your golf bag, either on the course or the range, to help. Now, for example, just rest the club on this bag here. Now, if I make a swing and try and pull that club off that bag, I have to then use my body. And again, I can't dump this club into the bag because the bag's there. So I did a video some time ago on Instagram and I posted it with a table on the range. And I had a lot of comments saying, great drill, but I'm not going to have a table with me. Well, you can have a golf bag with you. So you can do this drill, and you can turn the club around this way also. I've got too many clubs and tubing in my bag. But you could do this as well. You could also use potentially a bench, if there's a bench on the tee or a bench on the practice area to get that feel. So we're really trying to feel that kind of body-led swing to reduce the amount the right hand is going to be flipping prior to contact to add that loft. So from a motion point of view and a swing point of view and a concept point of view, what I'd suggest we do is really feel that we accelerate as long as we can and try and have this central rotation. Now, if we get ahead of it, as I said, you're going to want to cast it. If we decelerate too quickly, you're going to cast it. If we're back here and casting it, that is really misery. You're going to miss the ball, top the ball, hit a lot of turf then ball, and you're going to get very, very little power. So let's have a go shot and really try and feel that the rotation to the end from a central point of view is paramount, okay? Really committed. So I really tried to rotate my body hard, held it off a wee bit more than I would do normally. Pretty straight ball flight, but I pushed it a touch. Tiny bit of fade. So it's like a push slice if we're being really professional. But I really felt that was body led. less handy than I would do normally, which is fine, which is good for me to feel. I do tend to get a little bit too handy. in my golf swing. Nowhere near perfect, by the way. So, hope you've enjoyed this video on casting, the reason why you might cast, and some little fixes you can do to help change your casting using the bag and the acceleration element, and understanding the compensation element in your golf swings. Now, bear that in mind. Every single golf swing, nearly every single golf swing, will have some faults and some compensatory faults. And when you start to alter those faults, sometimes the compensatory fault is still there, which gives you misery. So we have to make sure that you understand your golf swing and you're fixing the parts. It's a joined up sequential moves, so we get success. Thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please click like and share. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Click my logo down the bottom corner here. Join me on my journey. Let's lower your scores and improve your golf. Thank you for watching. See you again here soon.